Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. So, we have unlocked Pi Science, and that is a huge accomplishment. As you may have noticed in our last video, we talked a little bit about kind of what to do next. We're probably starting to wrap up the Pyanodons run, and hopefully come back to it at some point in the future. The base is becoming a little bit of a nightmare, so I would definitely need to either remake things or redo things. And I asked you guys for some ideas, and you can continue to comment on this video for more ideas on kind of what to do here. And, you know, I still haven't quite used all this chromium, so I'm gonna... Oh, we're out of coal dust. That's actually worth noting. I need more coal dust. So, I asked you guys for some ideas, and got a few different ideas so far. One of them was to kind of get the rail infrastructure going for when I come back, so I could make a rail-based base. Somebody mentioned breeding the Phase 2 animals, which I actually do think I want to try that. For example, cottonguts are currently lacking, because I'm using them for brains and bones and everything, and I even... off screen last time, I even added more Moondrop in here and more Cotton Guts, and they're still just going too slow. I think currently I'm a little short on Moondrops. I realized when I was using this number, that's not taking into account the amount of seeds that we need also produced from Moondrops. So that number is not the actual amount of profit that I get, so to speak. So I'm still a little short on Moondrops, but we're producing as many Cotton Guts as we can. So Phase 2 for Cotton Guts. Let's see what we require. So Cotton Gut Stud Mark 2, there's a few ways to get them. This is to make Mark 3s, so we're not going to do that one. This version requires you to have Cotton Gut Stud Pup Mark 2s, which are made out of Cotton Gut Stud Mark 2s, so that's how to reproduce them. So it looks like there's two ways? No, one way. This is the only way to get them. So we need fetal serum, artificial blood, and pluripotent stem cells. And then we can start making them. Pluripotent stem cells require some researches here. And a bunch of stuff I've never seen before. But we do need this research, organ printing. Interesting. I don't know if that's any good, but it gives you some other ways to make, like lard. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, we can start with that. This also allows us to make the better fiber recipe, which I noticed earlier, but that's a lot of Pi Science. That's 900 Pi Science. Not so sure about that. Is there somewhere else I should put the Pi Science first? I feel like I'm gonna wait a second on that. I do think I need to deal with coal dust, though. I'm completely out of coal dust, except for the stack of 8s. What is a way to produce coal dust? Obviously from coal. We get a bunch from our red hot coke, but that clearly isn't enough. Have I just been burning the excess coal dust, though? Or have I been getting rid of it? Where does the excess go? It goes all to the left, and the rest goes out to the right there. Which then goes out here. Which gets put into this chest. Oh, okay. we still have a decent amount of coal dust here. I guess I'll put this in an active. So we've at least got 74,000 more for now. Oh, that'll last a hot second. I think it's mostly getting used for silicone, because that requires a stupid amount of coal dust. 20 per 10, so 2 coal dust per silicone. And we need a lot of silicone for our complex circuits, so. Pure sand is a little bit easier to get than coal dust, actually. I guess tailings dust is another way to get coal dust. Ash. That's not a very good ratio, but it works. But yeah, probably this recipe right here. Tailings dust into coal dust. Oh. I don't know if I ever saw this recipe. I can just turn coal into coal dust. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's probably what I'll do if I ever end up needing to make a lot more, which I probably will at some point. Anyway, so phase 2 breeding is one thing. Another person mentioned it could be cool to see utility science. Or sorry, maybe production science, the green one. Yeah. Production science packs. So I'm guessing there's a few different recipes for it. Which is the main one? Production science pack. Okay, there's this one, which is the expensive version, which I could actually make right now, except for special small parts. Never mind. I thought that was advanced small parts. So once I get special small parts, I could make a very small amount of production science packs with my other science packs. But that's crazy expensive. There's this recipe, which allows you to make a lot of different science packs at the same time, but that requires expensive researches. There's this one, which requires its own self to research, so that's not going to be it. So this is the one right here, which requires pharmagenomics, I think. I think it's a genome type word that they're going for. So that's this one? Yeah. So just for fun, we can kind of take a look at what this would require to get to the next science pack. So first of all, I don't have any of these things, so they're all new. We would need coated containers, which I will put in its own block. We need control units, which I'll put that in its own block. Nuclear samples. That actually looks doable. I think I already have all those things. Alien enzymes, which requires about 8 million things I haven't seen before. And special small parts, which we were actually just looking at a second ago. So, coated containers require advanced coating, which is niobium, industrial diamonds, Cheeto sand, zinc acetate, nylon, titanium. Okay. We don't have industrial diamonds. I bet that's a whole process. We need washed diamond, which requires crude diamond, and sulfuric acid, which requires some sort of process of a crude diamond making. Wow, that's intense. So that's going to require slaked lime, grease, tar, and organic solvent. Okay, so diamond water concentrate just gives you 3 different grades of diamond water, all 3 of which get used to make diamonds, so these numbers aren't quite accurate, but so you can make that from diamond tailings or diamond concentrate. Somehow I'm guessing diamond tailings are not the way to go. It would be from diamond concentrate, which requires, oh, we get both, which requires kimberlite pulp, and kimberlite pulp comes from either simic blood or kimberlite grade 3. And that comes from, yeah, there we go. Kimberlite grade 2, which comes from crushed kimberlite, which comes from kimberlite rock, which is mined from volcanic pipes. So we actually have all the stuff we would need eventually. Aromatics, industrial solvent, lime, grease we haven't made yet, but that's just tin chromium alloy plus some lubricant plus low distillates, which comes from processing oil. Okay, and then we have the zinc acetate, the nylon. What's a lead container? I'm hoping it's, yeah, that's simple. Just lead and iron niobium. And then finally, this Cheeto sand stuff. Oh gosh. That needs mutant enzymes? Oh my gosh. So this is where Pyanodons just gets insane. You know, it's like, oh, it looks like one thing, but then you need all sorts of ingredients. Okay, so chitin is just a bioproduct of different things like Vraux or Simics or Arcads. I don't really know which one's the easiest, but we'll go with Arcads. And then mutant enzymes come from whatever this is. I'm going to give this its own block. Propetides, which come from all sorts of various things, which we've all seen before, except for dingrit spikes. I haven't done dingrits. And then calmodulin binding mutant peptide requires meat, magnetic beads, pineal glands, Bodos. What are magnetic beads? Iron plate, agar, aluminum, and nickel. Oh my gosh. We do have filtration media, we have meat. That's just another type of plant. Pineal gland. Can come from a few different things. I feel like that's actually the bioprinter, bioscaffold thing is probably the best way to get it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm underestimating how cheap that is. Wow. That's pretty insane. And then we'd still need dingrit spikes and Bodos, which I don't have either of. And all of these things, the bioscaffolds and the stem cells. Woo-wee! And that's all just to get coated containers. Oh my gosh, control units, bio battery. Oh, we would need the next level of circuit. So that alone is its own entire production line. I didn't know you needed the next level of circuit. So these high-tech circuit boards, cooling systems, processors. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you guys can see how beating Pyanodons is, you know, it would probably take me double the amount of time I've already put into it to get to the next science pack or the next circuit. Not that I wouldn't necessarily want to do it, but I'm actually just really excited about my next playthrough. And so it's not so much that I'm like getting bored with Pyanodons, it's just that I'm looking for maybe some new exciting things. Anyway, I do want to work towards phase 2, so we're gonna research that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Helmod sidestep. But we are gonna research this, so I can get the pluripotent stem cells. So I need a research energy drink, and then I need a research organ printing. And this will be the first thing that allows me to get the second tier of cottonguts. Unless I'm missing something, I do need to do those research. And those are actually twice as fast, cotton gut stud Mark IIs. Now I also noticed to continue breeding the cotton gut stud Mark IIs, I need tufra, which are the potato things, quality cotton gut food, and then to grow the pups into studs, we need grod, quality food, and then cadaveric arum and renea. So I do need to make some new plants here. So I'm gonna have to research renea, I don't know how you pronounce it. And we'll have to make a few of those. So maybe my first order of business is actually Vrauk food, because I need to get some more. Wow, look at all the bots moving right now. Because I need to get more Vrauk cocoons, because currently that's just a big hassle. So we're gonna do that right here. Automated factory. Wait, I don't need an automated factory. I have these now. Vrauk food. Agar, cellulose, foliage, fiberboard, moss, tree seeds. I hope all of that's available. I don't know if tree seeds are available to the network. Let's see, L. Tree seed. No, they're not. So I'll go do that real quick. Because once I get Vrauk food, I can get much faster Vrauk cocoons, which will help me get more... I can never remember where it is, but good alien samples. Or the DNA polymerase to get me good alien samples. And this should really be a Mark II gene lab. Let's improve our productivity here. Let me go get more latex. I really need to just provide this to the network. Walking too fast. So maybe that'll be my kind of final end goal, is to get tier 2 cotton guts, or Mark II. We'll see if I can get that far. Hopefully I can. But if it ends up needing to be like 20 episodes, I'm not going to get that far. Okay, so Gene Lab Mark II, making 2 of those. One goes here. So we can at least get 8% productivity, and then the other one needs to go here to get 8% more good alien samples. Okay, well that will slightly help over time. Now wood is over here. I guess I'll just have these guys, tree seeds. Give that productivity, because why not? And voila. Tree seeds in the network. Okay. That way I don't have to make tree seeds on site. Okay, so this... Do I have cellulose? I don't think I do. I think that's just kind of by happenstance. Fiberboard, agar, I'm also doubtful of. 461. Like, where's agar coming from? Agar's coming from here. Okay. So what I need to do... Yep, we'll make this more productive. We'll bump these up to be faster. And then I'm guessing that will make me run out of seaweed. So we'll get some tier 2 seaweed crops going on here. try to fill those up. What's the rate? Oh, 1 per second. That's actually pretty fast. Didn't know if I was going to have to wait here for 10 minutes to get the rest of the seaweed, but no, we should be okay. Okay. There we go. So that should significantly improve the agar production rate here. 2.7 seaweed required, 1.5 created. So it'll run closer to 0.3 than 0.6, but that's still more than we were getting before, which hopefully will... I probably can't do productivity in these. Guess I can't find out if I don't have any of these tier 2 buildings. Oh, I can. And I can do that in here too. Well, that's handy to know. Can I do microorganism mine Mark II? Microorganism mine Mark II. I can. And the speed is double. So I only need 2 of them. But my poor inventory has run out. I also need more latex. I think I am going to... How do I do this? Why are there power poles in here? I think I copy-pasted the design, but that's really funny. So output priority is going to be left, but then this will come down and come across to here, and this will be latex into a provider chest. Okay, perfect. Also, can I do... I can do product... I might as well get a couple % more. Latex isn't super expensive, so... I'm not all too worried about it, but... something to be careful about. Now, my circuits are short. I'm guessing that's because... Oh, that's not what I imagined. I thought it was going to be because I was short on silicone, but I'm actually short on sodium carbonate because I'm short on limestone? What? Where? Hold on. Where was limestone even coming from in the first place? Did I request limestone? And we're just not getting it? Because I can just make limestone from nothing, so I don't... Huh. That is super interesting. I don't have any limestone in the network. It's one of the easiest things in the game to get. You can get it in the first couple hours of gameplay. I can literally just pop a soil extractor anywhere and get limestone, which is what I'm going to do right now. Soil extractor... Well, anywhere that has room for a soil extractor, that is. Look, I even had one right here that was making limestone, but I removed it to make room for this. Whatever this is. Well, I can see what this is. It's for soil. And then I guess I just forgot to rebuild it. That is a shame. Okay, so you just need to make limestone. That's it. Now, 0.8 is not very fast. 0.12 is a little better, but... I don't tend to remember requesting limestone in a lot of places, so I think that will actually be fast enough, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I did already put tufa on my list, because I want to try that. Back to this, we want latex. I just need it to be logistics request at this point, because so many different Mark II buildings need it. All of this was just to get a second microorganism mine to put in... Oh goodness, where was this being made? Where agar is being made. It was up in here. To be more efficient with making the incubated petri dishes. So that way we use less agar, less petri dishes. Okay, now, of course, there's a factory that doesn't have enough storage. Which one might that be? I don't think I have any good way of knowing. So I'm also going to add a coke request because I'm going to need a boiler making steam. So then that goes here. Get some productivity. Boiler. Water. And there we go. A Vrauk of food for you, sir. Okay, so Vrauk with a V. Apparently I'm bad at typing V's. Vrauk food is less than... So we're gonna have to remove... So just less than like 200 should be fine. And then... that will be extracted with a filter. Inserter. Vrauk food. And voila. Vrauk food complete. Okay, so let's see. How are my circuits doing? Looks like they're doing okay now. Got batteries again. We got, looks like a little bit of everything. I'm gonna add another inserter. Looks like inserting is actually a problem. And batteries, I think the rate is what it is. So, okay, cool. There goes all my bots. I wonder if Tier 2 moon drops is easier than Tier 2 cotton guts. Could always start with that. Improved moon drop. We just need fertilizer and we get a crap % chance to grow improved moon drops. I mean, that's horrible. On average, you're gonna have to do this 200 times to get a single improved moon drop, and that already takes 300 seconds, which is about accurate, because even with the full amount of moon drops, this is 1.1. And can I do... I could build a greenhouse Mark II once I research this, which would help a little bit. But anyway. And that's the only way to get them? Are you serious? You can't, like, reproduce the improved moon drops? That feels weird to me. I think maybe some of these recipes aren't quite figured out. Because, like, with the cotton gut thing, there's a way to reproduce Mark II cotton guts once you get them. But with this, with moon drops, there's, unless I'm missing something, there's no other way to get these. So you basically have to spend 200 times this amount per improved moon drop. Now the hydrogen, the water, those are basically free. But that's 2,000 moon drop seeds, 400 moon drops, though you get back 100 of them. 2,000 fertilizer. And the soil is pretty close to free too, so it's not like it's super expensive, but the fertilizer's expensive. Don't know what the best way to make fertilizer is either. We're gonna have to make that soon. I wonder if that's how it works for the other plants. What about Relaceus? Yep, that's the only way to get it. Huh. Interesting. What else have I been growing? Kick-alk? Okay, so kick-alk, it's different. So with kick-alk, you can get kick-alk seeds Mark II, and then those can grow into kick-alk Mark IIs. And then kick-alk seeds Mark II can come from kick-alk Mark II. So that's more what I was expecting to see with moondrops. Like, it feels like the moondrop thing is kind of incomplete to me, because the only way to get the improved plants is by just spending a bunch. This feels like the way you would get the first couple, and then from there you could reproduce them. Anyway, back to Vrauks. So Vrauk Cocoon, which also has Mark II versions. I don't totally understand that. We want to use which recipe? Probably this one. Can I do this research yet? No, we're a long way from that. We'll have to settle for this recipe. So bedding, sap, and Vrauk food. We already have moss and water, I believe. Speaking of moss, I feel like we're really short on moss here. So I should upgrade these to Mark II. That's literally twice as fast. That's nice. I've run out of ingredients, but okay. And then bedding is easy. Well, I don't know how easy it is, but we already have it, is the main point there. So this needs to request bedding as well. I think just 20 is plenty. 20 is plenty. We also need a requester here. Bedding. Oh, and Vrauk food. Okay. Hopefully we'll see some more moss coming in. Especially if I upgrade these. You know what, I wonder if the carbon dioxide is now an issue. It is. That's funny. So we need a high pressure furnace upgrade. Bingo. We can't even give that productivity. I don't know how much of a difference that makes. Can we give these guys productivity? No. I can give him speed. 5.2 biomass per second. That should be plenty. Wow, 3.4 moss per second. These designs are so much better with Mark II buildings. Who would have known? Alright, there we go. So Vrauk cocoons, we should see the rate on that shoot up drastically. And Vrauk... You know, I probably should have started with this. I could have gotten Vrauk Paddocks Mark II. I'll do that next. And I am curious what the holdup is currently on Pi Science, because we've definitely run out. Because we've actually got a reasonable amount of chemical science. So it seems that the artificial blood is the issue. Which I thought for a second was because didn't do that, but it's not. It's because I'm just out of artificial blood, which I'm making over... Where? Where am I making that? Is this it? No, that's olefins. Up here I'm just unbarreling it, right? Yeah, where am I making fetal serum? And artificial blood. Here's regular blood. I still have blood barrels. Oh, it is in here. Okay. Oh, what's the issue? We've got artificial blood. Oh, man. Just a bad circuit condition. That's all. Well, that's incredibly disappointing. I just have used so little of it that I hadn't noticed that until just now. Oh my gosh. Now there's two that are telling me there's not enough logistics storage. It's because I keep walking into these buildings and the logistics bots are like trying to deliver things to me, and then I walk out and then they get confused. What building was I just in? I don't even remember. I wonder if you can disable personal logistics based on the area you're in, because that's really what needs to happen. It was in here that this just happened. So what we really need is storage. Okay, so now that's running again. Growth system, zero gravity supporter, integrated circulation drive. Growth system. See, I can't even search for those things. What even are they? Growth system? Huh. You know, it must be one of those upgrades. Incubator upgrade. I really should do this, because I'm guessing one of them is productivity. I hope. But that's another 500 Pi Science. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more Pi Science coming out of this as a result. Another thing I haven't looked into is beacons. Which... oh, well, that's never happening. I was like, oh, look, I can build them. But they require production science packs, so that's a no-go. Well, I had enough cotton guts for a second, but it looks like we're already starting to run short on cotton guts. So, I also probably need more than 3 bots in that building. I'm gonna steal a few. Okay, how's the Vrauk cocoon going? So you can see that the rate at which we're producing Vrauk cocoons has gone up significantly from what it used to be, which was pretty steady, and now it looks like it's about, I don't know, 10 times that. Which then should mean the amount of DNA polymerase that I have is going up significantly. Which should also mean the amount of good alien sample I have is going up. Good alien sample. Haven't really seen the increase in that yet, but I'm guessing it will. Retrovirus also uses Varrock cocoons. One retrovirus and Arcad honey. Huh. And cDNA. Does that go into primers? Can't remember what all these different things mean. No, primers are just sap. Oge, sea sponge. I wonder if I'm gonna run out of sea sponges. Bet I am. Now that I'm making Varrock cocoons faster. But I should probably make this incubator a tier 2. Incubator. So I can put more productivity in it. What's the rate here? 0.229? Wow. We need a lot more than that. Holy cow. We need 2 Varrock cocoons per second to make that building happy. Okay, well what about Varrock Mark II? Is that easier than cottonguts Mark II? Let's find out. So, what am I doing? FNEI, Varrock Mark II. So that does require sap bedding biomass and a bunch of cocoons, the selective breeding research, and that's it. Wow. 1 to 50 times 5%. That's pretty variant there. So then, once you have the Mark IIs, you can, let's see, what even is this doing? So 1 Varrock Mark II plus 8 cocoons gets you 1.95 Varrock Mark IIs. So you basically need 8 Mark II cocoons to make a Mark II Varrock, along with this stuff. And then this is how you get the cocoons. Okay. So you use, this is actually the exact same design that the biter refugium has in Angels. So you'll see me doing something similar to this with the biters. So then you essentially breed these Varrocks to make more cocoons, but you lose Varrocks along the way, very slowly. But then you use those cocoons to make more Varrocks, and so you end up being okay. Because if you think about it, you can do this 100 times before you lose 1 Varrock, and that's going to get you, on average, like 500 cocoons, which gets you, I don't know, another 50 or 60 Mark II Varrocks or something. And this last one is to get Mark IIIs, so that's not part of it. So really just sea sponges are the main cost to this, along with bedding. I already have the rest of this stuff. So improved sea sponges is something else that I would want to do with my pie science. But right now, our pie science is spoken for with this Mark II Varrock recipe. I should probably have these be fast inserters, or at least that one. Can I fit a third one in here? I can, if I move the water. I could fit it right here. This can go right here. shoot. That's 1 square different than I thought it was. Okay. Gonna move you, gonna move you. Artificial. Empty. Underground. That'll be easier. Okay. That should keep doing the thing that I want it to be doing. This is still in the way. This is all just perfectly inconvenient, isn't it? Because this needs to be 1 more square up so that this can move 1 more square over. That's very inconvenient. Okay, we're gonna move these up 1. Trusting in the circuit condition. There, move this up 1. That over. Extend that. Move that up. Move this over again. And water should be available. And not enough ingredients, it tells me. Okay. Ingredients. Be enough. How do I get enough? Oh, optical fiber, right. I'm gonna have to go grab that. Hey, the good news is we're halfway done with our route research. Optical fiber. It's hidden somewhere in this corner. There it is. You know, while I'm sitting here, let's just add some random productivity to stuff that can take it. Okay, there we go. Research center. Now what? Missing logistics storage. I have no idea where, but we're missing it. Okay, so we've got our flavonoids. Now we need inserter, doing that. And then gotta pick up the Pi Science. I think that'll do it. We are out of sarcoruses because I am out of cotton guts. Now, there is a second way to get sarcoruses. But the rate is basically the same on cotton guts. I guess it's a little... But I would need the depolymerized organics anyway, so what's the point? Because this other one uses twice as many cotton guts, and we get 5 instead of 6. So the cotton gut ratio is not all that different. It is cheaper though, because cytostatics is 6 plasmids, and that just uses plasmids instead of cytostatics. And depolymerized organics instead of artificial blood. But that actually ends up using 500 subcritical water instead of 200, which is a bit interesting. And then just liquid manure, but I wonder if that recipe could get productivity though. That might be a piece of it. And this one can't. I don't know, but cotton guts are definitely the thing holding me back. So I guess, that being the case, I'm gonna take some more moon drops here from our little looping system. And then we're gonna make one more moon drop facility inside of our cotton gut place. And hopefully that will allow for maximum cotton guts. Copy. Paste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Put the seeds in. And I'm short some moon drops, but that's okay. We'll grab some from here. We'll basically play whack-a-mole. We'll see if we can get to these before the bots can. Ooh, 23 from that one. Or 16, getting me to 23. Should be enough. Oh, just kidding. I forgot, these take 20. Still need a few more. Ah, dang it. Gimme. Yes. Bam. Suck it, bots. I'm faster than you. Okay. Is that enough? That is enough, it looks like. Okay, and then we'll also put those 14 in here to make some seeds. Because it takes a little bit, the seeds have to back all the way up to here before the moon drops back up to here, which is then when it starts providing. So, it takes a minute to get started, but everything looks like it's running at full capacity. So hopefully that will give enough moon drops. It looks like those are all running. That one's not running. Those are all running, and those are all running. So it's very close already, the way that it is. I also probably shouldn't be using cotton guts for certain things. I'm kind of just leaning on them for everything. I think I'm using them for brains, bones, and skin. Is that right? And blood? I'm using the Ulrichs for meat and for blood. And for guts. It's bones, lard, and skin. But I'm not using very much lard, am I? Maybe I am. I know we use lard for the etching solution that goes into complex circuits, so that I don't really know the true cost of that, I guess, is what I would say. We do have a lot more chemical science now, though. That's good. Pi science is still a bit slow in the coming. So Tufra, I have already researched stage 1 of. Looking at this upgrade, I think this is what I will do next, so that I can use the better recipes. Because Tufra are very expensive, so I want to use this one. Because things like biomass, soil, and ash, and coarse fractions are all very simple compared to manure and manure bacteria and time, which is the larger cost. So let's just imagine a Tufra plantation. So we'll take a look at the two different recipes that I'm comparing. This one would require 40 plantations, whereas this one only requires 15.16 plantations. So that's a pretty big difference. And if you look at the amount of manure, this requires 4.55 manure bacteria, whereas this one requires 10. This one also requires manure, but I think that's about the same. Oh wait, No, it does require more manure. Manure bacteria is very cheap in terms of manure. But it saves me so many buildings. Ash, I already have coarse fractions. I have to decide how I want to do it. I'll probably make it from soil since I need soil anyway. And I need biomass. So this gets me literally 2 different things that I need from a thing that I need. So we'll just do that. And then I end up with some extra sand, I guess, to get rid of, and some extra biomass, which is fine. And then Tufra seeds, that's the whole loop thing. That just comes from Tufra, which then we need a matrix solver for that. And then finally, I think that's it. Petri dishes and agar. Maybe I should make the petri dishes on site. And then I want to have these be the default on everything for sure. Doesn't mean I'll always use them, but they should be the default. Like on this one, definitely don't need it. I'll just pop a speed in there so I don't need more than 2 of them. Here, does that even make a significant difference? Not really. That just means I need less soil, but probably better. Yeah, if I use 2 speed modules, I only need 1 building, which is perfect. And how did we get up to 102? Oh, it messed up my modules when I hit the play button. So, 2 for Mark 1. There we go. Okay. So we can start planning this out. 2 for a plantation. It's going to take all my duralumin and then some. Which I really should improve the efficiency of. Probably. Five more, so that's 10, 11, 12, and then 5 more. So that's 17. We need incubation station. We need solid separator. We need 2 soil extractors. We need a botanical nursery. I want to build a tier 2 one just to see if it has any module slots. Because I clearly don't need the speed of one. And then I have my assembling machine. But yeah, I might have to call it an episode here. This episode's getting really long. My apologies for that. Nope, still no module slots. So in the next episode, we will be... I'll let the game run for a while just because PyScience rate at this point is pretty abysmal. So I'll let the game run for a little while to hopefully not make you guys wait around as long. And then, so Varrock Stage 2 will have finished, so I'll put Varrock Paddock Mark 2 at the top of the list. We're so close already. Just 9 more %. Just waiting around for those cotton guts. Do I have a secret stash of cotton guts somewhere? I mean, I guess right here. I'm gonna take... That will not speed things up in the long run because some of the cotton guts are just gonna go towards where I just took them from. But in the short run, this will speed up the PyScience, so I'm gonna go for it. And then we can get Varrock Stage 2 before we finish the episode. I know, I'm a bad YouTuber going longer than I should. I know you guys hate it. I'm kidding. I feel like most of you that watch this far don't mind if I go a little longer in an episode. But generally it's better to keep episodes to the 30 to 50 minute range than the hour to hour and 30 minute range, when possible. Okay, I also really need to clean out my inventory while I'm waiting for those last few percentages. I do have a bunch of extra moss that I can put in here. Can get rid of this biomass, can get rid of some extra soil, who knows where it came from. Water barrels, blood barrels, empty barrels, a random glassworks building, desulfurization, fluid separator. The problem is every time you want to build a Mark II building, you have to have one of the regular buildings, which then you replace the regular building and then you don't need it anymore. So what I really need is a nice circuit-enabled shopping mall. But I clearly do not have that. Hey, Rock Paddock Mark II. It's got little red spider egg-looking things. That's deliciously... Oh, triple! Look at that. Wait, was the speed different, though? Crafting speed 0.2 versus 0.2. Oh, they were always 0.7. Huh. Okay, cool, cool. So now I take all these Rauks and fill them on up. And now they're going to go 3 times as fast. That's awesome. So now we're up to 0.55 per second. That is significantly faster. So that should help quite a few things. Okay, well, I'm going to call it an episode there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know what you think of our kind of final journey in Pyanodons, and if you have any other ideas for what you want to see before we're done. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.